Is it just me, or does it seem like networks today are actively trying to piss off their viewers? Whether it's the live-action Kim Possible movie, or the new Powerpuff Girls reboot, or hell, even the new seasons of Fairly Odd Parents, it just seems like these networks are trying their damnedest to destroy themselves and alienate themselves from their older fans. And for further proof of this, I would like to bring up what I call the Unholy Trinity, a trio of shows that came out around roughly the same time and were written almost exactly the same. Those shows would be Teen Titans Go, Pickle and Peanut, and of course, Breadwinners. If you watch these shows, then you know that they are almost identical in how they are written. And while Teen Titans Go lives on to this day, even getting its own theatrical movie, the other two shows have died out and have not been missed, which further proves my point that the only reason Teen Titans Go is still alive is because it's based off the Teen Titans. If it was its own product, it would have died like those other shows did. But out of all of these shows, the least offensive of the shows would have to be Breadwinners. I mean, both Teen Titans Go and Pickle and Peanut went out of their way to try and make everyone hate them, but as far as I know, Breadwinners never went out of its way to insult the people watching it. This confuses me even more, as with the other two shows, Breadwinners received a lot of hate. So I'm here today to see whether Breadwinners deserve the hate that these other abominations got, or if it's just a bad rep that it got. This is Breadwinners, Thug Loaf. Our episode begins by introducing our lead characters, Sway Sway and Bidooz, delivering bread across the town. Now at first, things don't seem that bad. The main characters aren't that annoying, there are hardly any butt jokes, and overall the show is a neat concept that could work if done well. And if you're expecting me to do some twists where it starts to get terrible real fast, you might be surprised. The Breadwinners soar through all of their deliveries, but find out that they have 12 extra loaves of bread left. Being the dedicated bread deliverers that they are, they take up an extra order in the worst neighborhood in town. And this seems to be the perfect place to talk about the art style. Despite how simple it looks, it's actually a very pleasant mixture of weird designs and odd influences like classic video games. I won't pretend like it's some fantastic artwork, but I will say the art style lends itself well to visual comedy. I just love the design of every duck in the bad neighborhood, and honestly, if they were as cartoony as the main characters, I probably wouldn't have found this scene as funny. Anyways, the Breadwinners rush in, make their delivery, and rush back to the van, only to find that they lock the keys in the van. As if things couldn't get any worse, a vicious gang of biker ducks storm into town and start breaking property. This gives the Breadwinners an idea to trick the biker ducks into breaking into their van, which doesn't go over so well. The leader duck challenges them to a fight only to get knocked on the head by Bidooz, making Bidooz the new leader of the biker ducks. And yeah, already you know where this is going. Bidooz doesn't want to be leader. They devise a plan to escape, and the biker ducks end up stowing away in their van. While most episodes would end on a comedic note here, this episode goes on for another few minutes as the biker ducks battle out with the monster who ate their leader, and then Bidooz saves the day with his butt. And the episode ends on a very Teen Titans Go inspired butt song.
Thanks to your butt, we ditched those biker ducks!
And that was Breadwinners. Now, I have conflicting feelings about this episode. While I know the show itself is bad and borrows way too much from Teen Titans Go humor, this episode wasn't that bad. Besides a few butt jokes and a song at the very end, the toilet humor was kept to a bare minimum. And as for the plot itself, it was actually fun and it made me laugh a few times. I love the design of the bad neighborhood and the ducks who live there. A lot of the jokes worked well, especially the visual humor, and the main characters weren't as annoying. They kind of reminded me of the dynamic of Mordecai and Rigby from Regular's show. With that being said, you shouldn't take this episode as being on par with the rest of the series. After this episode, the show takes a terrible turn and becomes more like Teen Titans Go, which is really sad. When you watch the first episode, you can see there's a lot of promise in the show. Unlike Teen Titans Go and Pickle and Peanut, you can see that there was some passion put into it by the creators, and it wasn't being made just to insult the viewers. That being said, it still ended up being a terrible show, and I don't think I could recommend it to anyone. I think the biggest praise I can give this show is that it's not as bad as everyone says it is, and it doesn't deserve as much as hate as it got. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my review. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support future content on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.